In the high-stakes crucible of the NBA playoffs, where legacies are written and reputations are either affirmed or dismantled, the New York Knicks find themselves staring down a moment of truth. Historically, when leading a series 3-1, the Knicks have been nearly perfect, boasting an 11-1 record. However, history offers no guarantees when pressure mounts, momentum shifts, and desperation seeps into every possession. As the series tightens and the Celtics surge with championship-caliber urgency, all eyes turn to the Knicks, particularly to Josh Hart, a player whose tenacity and heart have defined his career. After a tough loss, Hart's reaction to a seemingly routine question about the importance of the next game sparked the media headlines. "That is such a stupid question," he snapped, brushing off the idea that any single playoff game carries more weight than another. For Hart, every game is a battle. Every contest a must-win, regardless of venue or circumstance. His frustration wasn't rooted in disrespect. It was a reflection of a warrior's mentality, a refusal to concede that any one loss is more devastating than the next. But deeper than his words was a visible anguish, the blood on his face, the fire in his eyes. He didn't just lose a game, he felt it in his bones. That edge, that rawness, is the very essence of playoff basketball. Still, in the world of media and narrative, the same question can yield a dozen different truths. One player might openly declare that Game 6 is do or die, issuing a rallying cry for teammates and fans alike. Another might shrug off the pressure, echoing Hart's sentiment that every game is just another opportunity to compete. But regardless of how the question is answered, the urgency is palpable. Josh Hart knows it. The Knicks know it. The fans know it. Boston is coming, and they're bringing everything. And make no mistake, Boston looks ready. Jaylen Brown has thrown down the gauntlet with commanding reminder of why he was handed a $300 million contract. Too often overshadowed by the brilliance of Jason Tatum, Brown has elevated his game with unflinching leadership. With Marcus Smart gone and the Celtics in need of a new vocal anchor, Brown has stepped into the void and seized control. On both ends of the floor, he's been relentless, pressuring full court, orchestrating the offense, setting up teammates, and getting buckets with ruthless efficiency. It wasn't just a performance. It was a proclamation. Jaylen Brown is not the sidekick. He is the heartbeat. The Knicks, meanwhile, are facing their own internal questions. Can they summon the same fire? Do they have the depth and versatility to withstand Boston's storm and put the series to bed before a perilous Game 7? Tom Thibodeau, as respected and battle-tested as any coach in the league, has often faced criticism for a short rotation, for riding his starters into exhaustion. Against a deep, well-coached Indiana team waiting in the wings, the need to finish the series early becomes even more pressing. Because if the Knicks limp into the next round depleted and drained, they may not have the legs or the lineup to keep pace. The stakes couldn't be higher. Game 6 isn't just about advancing. It's about proving something. It's about reclaiming momentum and showing that the grit and grind that has defined New York basketball still lives. Jalen Brunson, who's been a stabilizing force and emotional leader all season, will no doubt be ready. But it can't be just him. OG Anunoby, with his physicality and poise, needs to rise to the moment. Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns must bring their A game, with no room for passive play or mental lapses. It's not just about talent. It's about toughness. And if this Knicks team wants to be remembered, they need to prove they can thrive when the lights burn brightest. Boston, on the other hand, already looks like a team peaking at the right time. With Jason Tatum playing inspired basketball and a supporting cast clicking into gear, the Celtics have that unmistakable swagger of a contender. Their championship DNA is starting to shine through, and in Jaylen Brown, they've found a leader who has matured under the harshest spotlight. His ability to rise when it matters most, especially after falling short in pivotal moments in years past, signals a player no longer haunted by the past but driven by it. That's what the Knicks are up against. Not just talent, not just a well-coached, deep opponent. They're facing a team that knows how to close, knows how to fight, and knows how to win when it matters most. If New York want to avoid the doomsday scenario of return to Boston for a Game 7, they need to summon every ounce of grit, every drop of energy, and every shred of belief. The margin for error is gone. The path forward is clear. This is their moment. And if Josh Hart is the emotional bellwether of this team, Then it's his passion, his fire, and his unwillingness to accept defeat that must set the tone. He doesn't need to explain it with words. He bleeds it, literally and figuratively. Now, the rest of the Knicks must follow his lead, because Game 6 isn't just a game. It's a test. It's a challenge to their character. It's a chance to show they belong among the league's elite, or to watch that dream slip away.